Guys, Canada just took a $30 billion gamble to become an energy superpower. Yes, you heard that right. You see, in the race for global energy dominance, Canada is making a bold move that could reshape the energy landscape. So guys, join us today as we look into Canada's ambitious plan, exploring the risks, challenges, and potential rewards of this monumental undertaking. Just make sure you stick with us to the end, as we unravel the complexities of Canada's journey to secure its place on the world energy stage. This project we're talking about is a major energy megaproject in North America that may not be well known to you. It is an infrastructure project that is as challenging to build as power plants or dams. Yet it receives less attention. However, it plays an important role in the world's power supply. Due to the ongoing global energy crisis, high gas prices, and shortages worsened by the situation in Ukraine, ensuring sufficient fuel availability has become a significant challenge. In a few years, when this large facility in Canada is completed, it could offer a much-needed new source of fuel that will have far-reaching effects and provide a substantial economic boost. It is considered the largest private sector investment in Canada's history. This project presents an opportunity for Canada to become a potential energy superpower, especially with the fierce competition between countries and the rise of renewable energy sources. So what prompted this project? You see, despite Canada being a major natural gas producer, it lacks the means to export it internationally, unlike countries like the US, Qatar, and Australia. In northeastern British Columbia, there's a significant amount of gas underground known as the Montney Basin. The gas industry aims to bring this gas to the market and make a profit from it. However, since there isn't a large population center nearby, they need to transport it elsewhere. That's why Canada is constructing its first liquefied natural gas scheme, which is a complex and costly project. Although natural gas is a gas in its natural state, to transport it to other countries or continents, special tankers are required since there is an ocean separating the regions. The gas needs to be converted into a liquid to make transportation safe and efficient. Once it reaches its destination, it's turned back into a gas. The construction process of this project is challenging, and there are several components involved, but we'll focus on a few key highlights rather than explaining every detail. First, let's talk about the large cage-like structures covered in pipes, which are known as the process modules. This structure plays a crucial role in the LNG Canada project. These impressive modules are massive, weighing over 4,500 tons and towering at an impressive 35 meters in height. As the gas arrives from the pipeline, these process modules act as the initial entry point, where the gas is subjected to various treatments and processes to prepare it for further transportation and use. Interestingly, these gigantic process modules were not built on-site. Instead, they were manufactured in China due to the complexity and size of the components. Once completed, they embarked on an incredible journey across the sea, arriving at the project site on massive ships specially designed to carry such enormous cargo. However, their journey was not yet complete. To bring these colossal modules to their designated location within the LNG Canada terminal, they were skillfully positioned on large transporters and cautiously transported by road. Once on site, they were gently lowered onto specially constructed foundations with meticulous precision. The importance of these process modules cannot be overstated, and the project requires several of these modules to be installed to accommodate the extensive natural gas processing needs. Each module plays a vital role in the overall system, ensuring that the gas undergoes the necessary treatments and procedures before it can be transformed into liquefied natural gas and prepared for international shipment to various parts of the world. These process modules stand as a testament to human engineering and innovation, facilitating the transportation and distribution of energy resources on an unprecedented scale. Another important aspect is the absorber column, which is a vital piece of equipment in the LNG Canada project. Weighing over 800 tons and stretching 54 meters in length, this colossal structure plays a crucial role in the liquefaction process. Its primary function is to remove carbon dioxide from the natural gas before it undergoes liquefaction, ensuring that the final product meets high purity standards. Equally impressive is the massive storage tank located on the site, an engineering marvel in itself. This colossal container stands as one of the largest of its kind globally, towering at a height of 52 meters and boasting an impressive diameter of 92 meters. To accommodate this immense tank, Careful planning and precise execution were necessary. The domed roof of the tank, with its imposing size, had to be painstakingly lifted into place over an extended period to ensure a safe and smooth installation. Sophisticated lifting techniques using fans were employed, gradually pressurizing the tank and raising the roof over 3 hours. Both the absorber column and the gigantic storage tank stand as impressive feats of engineering prowess, highlighting the complexity and scale of the LNG Canada project. With such remarkable components in place, the facility is poised to contribute significantly to the global energy market and address the growing demand for natural gas worldwide. The construction of the terminal has made significant progress, with over 70% of the work completed, and it is anticipated to start operations in the middle of this decade. The primary focus of the terminal is to cater to the Asian market, as Asia is geographically close to Canada's west coast. Numerous Asian countries heavily depend on imported gas to meet their energy needs, while some are still reliant on coal, which is known to be the most environmentally harmful fossil fuel. In comparison, natural gas, while also a fossil fuel, is regarded as a more environmentally friendly energy source compared to coal. It emits lower levels of greenhouse gases and pollutants when burned, making it a preferable alternative for countries aiming to reduce their carbon footprint and transition to cleaner energy solutions. As a result, the export of liquefied natural gas from Canada to Asia presents an opportunity to support these countries in their efforts to shift away from coal and towards a cleaner energy future. Now, do you think projects like LNG Canada persuade countries like China to stop using coal? Well, currently China imports significant amounts of LNG, but they continue to build coal plants. Gas is often used for domestic consumption or powering industries, not just for electricity. While there's a possibility that some countries may transition away from coal with LNG imports, it's also likely that places like China will still burn coal due to its lower cost. Europe faced a severe energy crisis caused by the disruption in gas supplies due to Russia's actions in Ukraine. During this crisis, LNG imports to Europe witnessed a significant increase as the continent sought to bridge the gap in its energy needs. However, despite the short-term surge in demand for natural gas, Europe is determined to accelerate its transition away from fossil fuels, aiming for a cleaner and greener energy future. This ambitious commitment to decarbonize its energy sector poses a considerable challenge for LNG Canada. The timing of LNG Canada's operation becomes a critical factor in light of Europe's energy transition efforts. If the project comes into operation at a time when the demand for natural gas is declining in Europe, it could face substantial headwinds. With established competitors in the LNG market that have years of experience and existing supply chains, LNG Canada will need to find ways to stay competitive and carve its place in a market that is evolving towards sustainability and renewable energy alternatives. The European market's shift towards cleaner energy sources means that LNG Canada will not only have to contend with competition, but also adapt to a changing global energy landscape. To succeed, the project's stakeholders must remain adaptable and consider long-term strategies that align with the growing focus on environmental sustainability. Aside from the challenges mentioned earlier, LNG Canada faces additional concerns that could impact its success. One significant issue revolves around the rising costs, particularly concerning the construction of the pipeline. Originally estimated to be around $6 billion, the latest cost estimate has surged to $14 billion in Canadian dollars. Such a substantial increase in expenses can strain the project's financial viability and potentially affect its overall competitiveness in the global energy market. Another important aspect that cannot be overlooked is the potential impact on local communities, especially the First Nations residing in the Montney Basin. Although LNG Canada claims to be working closely with these communities on the main site, disagreements and concerns have arisen further inland. The Aboriginal people of the Montney Basin, the First Nations, have expressed worries about the potential consequences of drilling and forestry on their traditional hunting and fishing rights. To mitigate these concerns, the industry had to agree with the government and the First Nations to limit drilling in the basin, a move that may affect the cost of supply and further complicate the project's financial outlook. Alright guys, that wraps up our video for today. Thanks for watching. Now, if you have topics you want us to cover, let us know in the comment. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more.